Hello and welcome. This short tutorial will show you how to register and start using Uniranks. You'll also learn how to fill in your information and complete the 4 self-assessment tests on the platform. Let's get started. Press sign up and enter your first name and last name. For country of residence, the system will detect your current location automatically. If it's not correct, simply type your country's name and select it from the drop-down list. Choose your city of residence. For nationality, it works the same way. It will suggest your current location first. If it's not correct, type and select the right one. Enter your phone number and email address carefully. You'll need these for verification and future logins. Create a password and make sure to save or remember it. You'll use it every time you log in. Check the box to agree to terms and conditions, then click Continue. Before we continue, you can change the website language from the footer bottom right, as you can see in this screenshot. After you sign up, you'll land on your student dashboard. Here you can see your profile progress, how much info you've completed, the status of your 4 assessment tests, your recommended majors, and your certificate once you finish all the tests. A small pop-up guide will appear after each step to show you what to do next. Don't close it. It walks you through the profile and the assessment step by step. If you close it for any reason, you can bring it back anytime from your profile account menu, step by step guide, or you can just refresh the page. Now, let's click on step by step and begin. We'll start with your current education level. Enter your date of birth, then select your current grade. Remember, your grade is based on the school year you're in. For example, if you're in 12th grade this year, it should show 12th grade 2025-2026. Choose your gender, male or female. Next, select the school you're currently studying in. If you used your school's registration link, your school will be selected automatically. If you joined using another link, simply type your school's name in the search bar and choose it from the list. Now, let's move on to where to study. In this step, you'll choose the countries where you'd like to study. You need to select at least one study destination, but you can choose up to 5 if you already have multiple ones in mind. This helps the system recommend universities that match your goals and interests. If you decide to pick your study destinations, you'll see the country you're currently residing in under current location. For example, I'll select Jordan, United Emirates, and Cyprus. Now, let's move on to select majors. This step requires you to select at least one major or discipline, but you can choose up to 5 in total. Just like the study destinations, not everyone knows exactly which major or discipline they want yet, and that's completely fine. Some students know the discipline they're interested in, but not the exact major. In that case, you can simply choose a discipline without selecting a specific major. You can pick up to 5 disciplines and/or majors. For example, I'll choose the computer science and IT discipline with majors in artificial intelligence and software engineering, and the natural sciences and mathematics discipline with a major in neuroscience. Now, let's move on to select universities. Here you can select the universities you'd like to study at. But if you already have some universities in mind, you can choose up to six. But you have to select at least one. Keep in mind, the universities available here depend on the study destinations you selected earlier. So, for example, if you want to pick a university in the UK but didn't choose the UK before, you'll need to go back and add the UK as one of your study destinations first. For example, I'll choose Princess Sumaya University for Technology in Jordan and Neapolis University in Cyprus. Moving on, the next three steps are for you to select your hobbies, talents, and skills and strengths. Before we continue, here's a quick explanation of the difference between them. Hobbies are the things you enjoy doing in your free time, like drawing, playing football, or coding. Talents are the things you're naturally good at, such as public speaking, creative writing, or solving puzzles. Skills and strengths are the abilities you've developed through learning or experience, like teamwork, time management, or programming. Remember, you don't have to fill in every option, but you must select at least one in each section: one hobby, one talent, and one skill at least. Starting with hobbies, as mentioned earlier, hobbies are the things you enjoy doing in your free time. You don't have to be great at them, what matters is that you like doing them. You can select up to five hobbies. For example, I enjoy playing chess, billiards, and drawing. Next, let's move on to talents. Remember, talents are the things you're naturally good at. You don't have to be an expert, it just means you pick them up easily or have a natural strength in them. It's also completely normal for something to be both a hobby and a talent or even a skill. In this step, you'll choose the category first and then the talent it belongs to. For example, I have a knack for computer programming, which falls under technical skills. And I'm also good at mathematics, which is part of the STEM talents. Notice how one of my hobbies, chess, also appears here as a talent, and that's perfectly fine. You can choose up to five talents. Lastly, let's select our skills and strengths. Skills and strengths are the things you've worked on and developed through practice or experience, unlike talents, which come more naturally. Just like with talents, start by choosing a category, then select the skills that fit under it. You can pick up to five skills. For example, I chose React and Java/JavaScript under software development and programming. When you're done, click Update My Skills. Now, let's fill in your study preferences. This step is completely optional, but it helps the system better understand what kind of study experience you're looking for. Here's what each option means. Starting with the fees range, use the slider or type in the minimum and maximum tuition fees you're comfortable with. This helps the system suggest universities that fit your budget. Mode of study, choose how you'd like to study. Full time means regular and on campus study. Distance learning, studying from a different location, usually with occasional campus visits. Online means fully virtual classes. Blended is a mix of online and on campus study. So, for example, I'm gonna select blended and full time. Language requirements. Select whether you prefer universities that accept IELTS or TOEFL as proof of English proficiency. I don't really have either requirements, so I'm just not gonna select them. As for the intake year, you have to choose the year you plan to start studying. For example, 2026. As for the intake month, choose the starting month or term. For example, from July to September. Finally, the course duration. Choose how long you'd like your program to be. It could be 1 to 2 years, it could be 2 to 3, 3 to 4, or 4 to 5. It could also be less than a year or more than 5 years if that fits your plan. I'm gonna choose 4 to 5 years. Once you've set your preferences, click Mission Accomplished to save and continue. Now it's time to fill in your grades. In this step, you'll select your curriculum, choose your grading system, and enter the grades only for the subjects you've already taken. You don't need to wait until you finish your current grade. You can add the grades from the latest year or semester you've completed. For example, if you're in 12th grade and have only finished your first semester, you can enter your 11th grade grades. This helps our AI system understand your academic background and suggest majors that fit your strengths. For example, it won't recommend engineering if you haven't taken math or physics courses. Start by choosing your curriculum, for example, UK BTEC. Then select your grading system. This could be letters A plus, A, B plus, or percentages depending on how your school grades, for example, out of 4 or 100. Finally, enter your general score and then fill in the grades for the specific subjects you've taken. If you haven't taken a subject, you don't have to fill in that grade. When you're done, click Save. Now it's time to enter your code. The 4 assessment tests cost $39 in total. If your school gave you a coupon code, this is where you enter it to apply your discount. The discount can vary. It might be 50% off or even 100% free. Type in your coupon code, then click Validate. If you don't have a coupon or your discount is less than 100%, you can go ahead and click Pay to purchase the assessments. In my case, I have a 100% off coupon code, so I'll apply it now. Now we've reached the final stage, the 4 assessment tests. These tests help the system understand your personality, abilities, and interests so it can recommend the best majors for you. The 4 tests are IQ test, MBTI personality test, Risic test, and career appetite test. The IQ test measures your logical thinking, problem solving, and reasoning abilities. The MBTI personality test helps identify your personality type and how you think, work, and interact with others. The Risic test shows your professional interest based on 6 career themes: realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. The career appetite test evaluates your preferences and motivations to help guide you toward fields that match your personal and professional goals. Let's refresh the page to follow the pop-up guide together. We'll start with the IQ test, which stands for Intelligence Quotient. As shown on the screen, the test takes about 30 minutes, has 30 puzzles arranged from easy to difficult, and in the end, it shows your final score and your wrong answers after completion. Keep in mind, this test isn't about proving how smart you are. It's designed to understand how you analyze problems and think through challenges. Most people score between 90 and 120. And your IQ score alone doesn't decide what you can or can't study. However, when combined with the other three assessments, it gives a very accurate picture of the majors that best fit you. I'm gonna start the IQ test and I'm gonna go through it quickly, just so you can have an idea of what it looks like. Now that I finished the IQ test, you can see my score is 102. Here you can also view the questions I got wrong along with their correct answers. This helps you understand how the system analyzes your reasoning. You can also do the test again. Now, let's refresh the page and start the next assessment from the pop-up guide, the MBTI test. MBTI stands for Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. It identifies your personality type based on four pairs of traits, creating 16 unique combinations in total. I/E, introvert versus extrovert, S/N, censored versus intuitive, T/F, thinking versus feeling, J/P, judging versus perceiving. Each letter combination describes how you interact with people, process information, make decisions, and organize your life. This test works together with the other assessments to help the system understand not just what you're good at, but how you think and approach challenges. For example, someone who's an INFP, introverted, intuitive, feeling, perceiving, might do well in creative or counseling fields, while someone who's an ENTJ, extroverted, intuitive, thinking, judging, often fits better in STEM or leadership roles. I'll go through this test quickly to show you how it works. Now that I've finished, we can see my result is ENTJ, known as the commander. That means I'm extroverted, intuitive, a thinker, and judging. Traits often found in people suited for STEM related fields and management positions. However, MBTI alone does not determine your exact major, it's one part of the bigger picture. Now, let's move on to the Risic test. This test helps you discover what types of work and study areas you naturally enjoy. It's based on six main personality themes. Each letter in RASIC stands for one of them. R for realistic, which means you like hands on work and practical tasks. I, investigative, you enjoy researching, analyzing, and solving problems. A, artistic, you prefer creativity, self expression, and design. S, social, you like helping, teaching, or supporting others. E, enterprising, you enjoy leading, persuading, and taking initiative. C, conventional, you prefer structure, organization, and working with details. As you answer, you'll see five emojis representing your level of interests. From strongly like to strongly dislike, choose the face that best matches how you feel about each task. Your answers will help the system understand your personality and preferences and then match you with majors that best fit your profile. Before you begin, the screen gives you a quick reminder. Try not to think about whether you have enough training or how much money you might make. Just focus on whether you would enjoy or dislike doing the work. Once you finish, you'll see your scores across the six basic categories. As you can see, these are my scores. I got 6 out of 100 in the artistic field, which means artistic majors or careers don't suit me very well. However, I got 39 out of 100 in investigative, which shows I enjoy searching for solutions and figuring out problems. So majors in science, research, or engineering would likely be a better fit for me. Finally, we've reached the career appetite test. This test helps you discover what kind of career environments and tasks you naturally enjoy. It's all about your interests and preferences, what truly excites you about work and learning. As shown on the screen, you'll rate each activity using five options, strongly like to strongly dislike. The goal here isn't to judge your skills or background, it's to understand what kind of careers you'd actually enjoy. Your answers help the system match you with majors and future paths that align with your personality, abilities, and motivation. Once you finish the career appetite test, you'll be able to view your certificate for your most suitable major or check the list of recommended majors. Let's open these certificates in a new tab and take a look at the recommendations. For me, the top major is computer science with a focus on artificial intelligence, which means this is the best fit according to my results. I also have neuroscience ranked third, engineering, and even medicine in the sixth place. You can see under each major a short description explaining why it suits you and how you can pursue it further. As for the certificate, it's your proof that you've completed all four assessments. It highlights your number one most suitable major, showing you're now ready to explore your academic and career path with confidence. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you on Uniranks discovering your future and shaping your path forward.